next topic, that is formation of covalent bond. I will be taking up some examples to show how the covalent bond takes place or forms. So the first example is taking oxygen. Oxygen has 6 electrons in its shell. It requires 2 more electrons to complete its octet. So octet is nothing but 8 electrons. So oxygen, when 2 oxygen combine together, it forms a molecule. So oxygen can share 2 electrons. It can share 2 electrons. Then oxygen has a double bond. It has one double bond. So I will be showing how the formation of covalent bond takes place. I will be taking 2 oxygens which will be having 6 electrons. So these 2 electrons from each of the oxygen takes place for the formation of the covalent bond. So thereby it becomes double bond between 2 oxygens completing the 8 electron, that is octet. Taking next example as a chlorine. Chlorine has the electronic configuration of 17. Then chlorine molecule requires only 1 electron to complete its stability. Then chlorine has total of 7 electrons. So these 2 electrons combine or share together to form a bond, a covalent bond. So this molecule will be stable. Moving on to the next example, that is ammonia, NH3 molecule. So here ammonia has 5 electrons and we have 3 hydrogen which will be giving 1 electron. So nitrogen will be giving 5 electrons. 3, 4, 5. These are the lone pair electrons and it does not participate in the formation of any bond. These are the bonds which forms the covalent bond. So nitrogen has these 3 bonds plus 3 hydrogens which will be having 1 electron. So we will get these 2 electrons will be kept as it is a lone pair. Here 1 hydrogen. So here takes the bond formation, that is covalent bond. We can write it as, this is how the formation of bond takes place in ammonia, that is covalent bond. Nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen has 5 electrons in its outermost shell. Nitrogen can share 3 electrons. So nitrogen will be having 5, these are the lone pair of electrons. This will be the electrons which will be forming the covalent bond. So these 2 electrons I will be keeping it as it is. These 3 electrons and 1 more nitrogen, these 3 electrons will be forming the bond. So we will be having a triple bond between nitrogen molecule. The next example is methane molecule, that is CH4 molecule. So see, carbon has 4 electrons present in the outermost shell and it is also known as tetravalent. In order to achieve the noble gas configuration for the carbon, it joins or it shares the electrons with 4 hydrogens to form the covalent bond or to gain the noble gas configuration. Here is how I will be demonstrating the formation of covalent bond between carbon and hydrogen. 4 electrons for a carbon and hydrogen, 4 different hydrogen, and these are the electrons from the hydrogen. Here there is the combining or joining the electrons to form the covalent bond. So we can write like this also, or